Luka Doncic. Not only has he put together a season so far, he went up against that man. Look at James Harden. He went up against James Harden and out James Harden. He had 41 points, 6 rebounds, 10 assists, and not just that, had a win against the Rockets, who've been playing well. Luka Doncic is on a tear, Jalen Rose.
Easy like Sunday morning.
It makes it look easy.
Not out of control, really disciplined. I love the edge that he plays with, the versatility that he has, playing in all phases, is a clutch performer, showed to be that last year. He's a dynamic 20-year-old.
Yes.
And see, I'm not one of those guys to give away hyperbole fast.
You're about to say something, aren't you?
I am about to say something. When you start talking about the best players in the league, he's there right now.
He's up there. He's up there now.
He's up there right now.
He's top 10. He's top 10 for sure.
Now. And that's so very impressive, to accomplish, and for me to acknowledge in only his second season.
But he never looks pressed. He's unbothered on the court.
Easy.
It just seems like he's a natural. Like you see certain players, they're trying. Like you look at Westbrook, like he's giving his all every single night. Doncic seems like he's got another gear to get to. Look at his last 4 games. Just the last 4 times that he laced his sneakers and took an NBA court. 37 points, 8.5 rebounds, almost 12 assists, shoot 55 from the floor, and that's just in 31 minutes.
So I'll give you the most impressive thing of all of that, the minutes per game. You getting 37 and 31 minutes and plus giving me 12 dimes and grab me 8.5 boards?
It's crazy.
There ain't too many people that have walked the face of this earth have done that.
And he's 20 years old. You know what the wildest thing about him is? They're like, oh, he's playing well this year because he got in shape. Like, you're 19, dude. You got in shape? Like, that's how you took the leap? You got in shape?
But also, I want to continue to acknowledge American-born players, i.e. Zion Williamson, are required to go to college. International prospects like Luka have been playing professional for the last handful of years. So he enters the league game ready.
Yeah.
And now his basketball intellect and his experience carries him. So we look at him as being 20 in his second year, but it's like his 5th year, really.
When he got drafted, he was already a Finals MVP. When he got drafted. Jalen Rose, something we've been talking about for a long time, some changes to the schedule of the NBA. My guy, Adrian Wojnarowski, tweeted over the weekend the following. He tweeted, reporting with Zach Lowe, NBA's engaged in serious discussions with the NBPA and broadcast partners on sweeping dramatic changes to the league calendar that include reseeding of the conference finals, an in-season tournament, and a postseason play-in. Jalen, reseeding of the conference finals seems like a compromise. I think reseeding of the playoffs is what we were asking for.
Preach to me.
An in-season tournament, I don't really care. But the postseason play-in is really interesting to me.
Well, this is things that we've talked about for a long time. And what ended up happening, Jacoby, is the era's changed really fast. From when a player valued the 82-game schedule and took pride in showing up every night versus the analytical society now having its say to the point where you have a 19-year-old and John Morant missing games early in the season due to load management.
Yep.
You have to find a way to make the regular season attractive again. Adam Silver's working at doing so.
So we think it should be 1 through 16, but they're not going to do that because the Eastern Conference owners won't vote for it. But remixing the conference finalists is interesting. So essentially the team with the lowest record will play the team with the highest record, but does it skew towards the East because they play Eastern Conference foes, so their records will be higher anyway?
Correct. And that's why I felt like it should be an actual 1 through 16 seeding. And I think it's going to eventually get there. Hopefully we're around to see it based on exactly what you just said. The Eastern, in your own conference, you play 52 games.
So you're going to have a high record.
What's up? Thank you so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. Don't forget to download the ESPN app. And if you want more premium content, which you do, make sure that you subscribe to ESPN+. See you soon.